So this is an analog wristwatch, which means that it has the hands. But if you have a digital watch, then you could estimate where the hands would be. So you hold it flat like a compass, and the method that I'm going to show you works if you're in the northern hemisphere. And then if you're in the southern hemisphere, I'll explain that here shortly. So turn the watch so that the hour hand lines up with the sun. So the hour hand points to the sun. Now visualize another line from the center of the watch through the 12, just like this, and it makes an angle. Now bisect that angle, which all that means is cut it in two, and then you have a north-south line. So if you make an angle between the hour hand and the 12, and you cut it in two, and then put a line right in the middle, that's going to be the north-south line, where the angle opens up to south, and the opposite would be north. And from north and south you could determine east and west. Remember, never eat slimy worms. North, east, south, west. So what if it's daylight savings time that's between the second Sunday in March and the first Sunday in November? All you have to do, instead of drawing a line from the center through the 12, it's from the center through the 1. So it's kind of like adding an hour. And after the second Sunday in March, you spring forward, so you add an hour, if you want to think about it that way, and then that creates another north-south line. So it's the same as before. You bisect this angle into two smaller angles that are equal, and that becomes your north-south line, where the angle opens up toward the direction of the south. So you have north, east, south, west. Now compared to what it is if it's not daylight savings time, so you could tell that there's like a declination here. You want to be accurate when using a compass, so make sure that you know when it's daylight savings time, otherwise you would be a couple of degrees off. Now, suppose you're in the southern hemisphere. Well, in that case, you want to point the 12 at the sun, not the hour hand this time. And then draw another line from the center through the hour hand, like this. And then this becomes your north-south line. However, this time the angle opens up to the north, and the opposite would be south. So never eat slimy worms, north, east, south, and west. So that's what it would be like in the southern hemisphere. And of course, if it's daylight savings time, you point the 1 toward the sun. This time just add an hour, and that's how you do it.